Hello dear students, today we'll discuss the very important topic on the simple harmonic motion. As a part of it is oscillation here, that is of time period of a particle in simple harmonic motion. Before going to that topic here, let us discuss what we have discussed in the previous class. That is very important here. We have discussed the acceleration and we have discussed the velocity here, right? So we have discussed the maximum acceleration, right, and maximum velocity of the particle at the extreme position of the particle at t is equal to 0 to t is equal to t, means mean position to extreme position. So as x is equal to 0 to x is equal to a, mean position to, as soon as I write it here, you should understand mean position to the extreme position here. So extreme position, in this extreme position, acceleration will be maximum, mean position, velocity will be maximum. At the extreme position, acceleration will be maximum. So this portion we have already discussed. As you go ahead with the diagrammatically, so you can able to understand the concept very easily and very thoroughly also. This is a mean position here where velocity will be maximum, where this is the positive part of the extreme position, right, where x will becomes a here, here x will becomes 0, where acceleration will be maximum at us. So similarly the negative extreme position where x is a negative, right, negative extreme position, here also acceleration will be maximum at us, right, here also acceleration will be maximum, right, here also acceleration will also be maximum here. This part we have understood here. What we have got here, acceleration a is equal to minus a omega square. So this is the maximum acceleration. By the previous class we have understood, as we move towards the negative here, acceleration will be minus a omega square it is. Here acceleration of the particle executing the simple harmonic motion, whether it is a positive direction of the displacement from the mean position or the negative direction of the displacement with respect to the mean position or from the mean position of the particle, does not depend upon it. So both the extreme position of a particle, acceleration is maximum only the minimum at the mean position, acceleration will be minimum at the mean position. So up to this we have understood how we got the maximum velocity. So maximum velocity v at the positive direction, when it is moving in this direction, you will get it as a omega here. So velocity when it is moving towards the next negative extreme position, we are getting minus a omega. So this part, so this also we have already discussed in the previous class. So now we are going to discuss here, that is of differential form of acceleration of a particle here. So this is very important while solving the competitive question here. So let us move ahead with the differential form of the acceleration of a particle executing simple harmonic motion. So after that, very soon we'll go ahead with the time period of the particle at the simple harmonic motion. So differential form of so acceleration, right. So as we know here, acceleration is a minus omega square x it is, right. So this we have got it or not from the derivation. At the maximum we got it here, what, a is equal to minus a omega square, where a is a amplitude. How we got it, that we have already discussed in the previous class. So once you cross check that video, as we have got a is equal to minus a minus omega square x here. X is what, that is the displacement of a particle any side you can take, either it is a positive direction or it is a negative direction with respect to the mean position of a particles. So what it is that x, I'm taking the positive direction so that it is easy to understand. X is equal to what here? A sine omega t plus phi. If omega t is equal to what is that, 90 degree, that means pi by 2, sine pi by 2 is 1, so x is equal to, this part will becomes 1, so a it is. That indicates here extreme position acceleration is maximum here. Extreme position acceleration is maximum. Either it is a if you go ahead with a negative direction, if you just place it, it will remain as a minus a. That means it is not depending upon the which direction the particle is displacing. On both the extreme position of a particle executing the simple harmonic motion, acceleration will be maximum at the extreme position. Yes, fine, we have known this. Now we'll move ahead with the acceleration. We can write it as a dv by dt. As velocity, we are writing dx by dt here. So directly I am writing here differential form of it, that is of d by dt of this v part is nothing but dx by dt it is. So that is nothing but the is equal to minus omega square x it is. So I can write it this one as a d square x by dt square here. So that is equal to minus omega square x it is. Then the expansion part of this equation here. So continue part here, dx square dt square is equal to minus omega square x is there here. So I will take it this side because I am finding the differential form of acceleration. So dx d square x by dt square plus of omega square x plus of omega square x is equal to 0. So this is the differential form of the acceleration. So acceleration of a particle, where it is going to be a very important concept here, right? So how we got the differential form of acceleration, that we have already discussed here, that is of a is equal to minus omega square x, right, where x is a displacement of a particle from the mean position. If you consider the particle is at the mean position, so when it is showing the simple harmonic motion, that is to and fro motion, it is moving positive direction with respect to the mean position here, then if that condition omega t is equal to 90 degree means it becomes sine 90. Sine 90 is 1. So displacement, obviously it will goes to the extreme position. So as you move towards the diagram, you can understand here. See, I said x is equal to 0 here. When it is moving towards the extreme position, x position will changes to a. That is nothing but the maximum amplitude from mean position to the extreme position. For this position, acceleration will becomes minus a omega square. That is the maximum acceleration here. That is the maximum acceleration, and its differential form is this, right? Fine. Discussing about all these things, very important point, we will go ahead with that. That is of time period of the particles. Yes, what is time period of a particle where it is executing the simple harmonic motion? What is actually the time period? Time period itself tell that time required to complete the one motion, I mean one oscillation here. Similarly, we can take a same experiment or a example here, mean position. So you may think that why madam it is writing again and again the same diagram, same expressions, same the thing is we have to perfect in this. So until we perfect, we should write it. Okay, so x is equal to 0, x is equal to a it is, that is of a positive direction. So we have to get thorough anyhow at any cost. So we should not do a silly mistakes while doing the understanding the concept maybe, or while solving the problems maybe. Once we got the thorough in that concept, will not do silly mistakes. Okay, fine. Now the mean position acceleration will be, what is the acceleration will be 0, velocity will be a omega, velocity will be We have discussed these all things. So now we have to keep it in our mind. So v is equal to minus a omega here. Acceleration will be minus omega square x here. So minus omega square x here, right? Now come to the part of, if you consider the particle here, say for example here, particle is there at the mean position, obviously. Once it start executing the simple harmonic motion, it will reach to one extreme position. This path I will say 1. Again, once it is reached to the extreme position, it will try to come to back to its original position. So this displacement is equal to each other because extreme position is same, amplitude is same distance. That's why it is called as a maximum displacement from the mean position. So this part I'm going to say it as a second part. It is second part. Now after reaching this one, it will not complete, and this is not time period. This is not a time period. It is a displacement. That to positive direction it is. One extreme side position with respect to the mean position of a particle. And again it will reach to the this another extreme position, that I will say this is a part 3. Again it will not stand, it will come back to its original position, that is part 4. That means when a particle is executing a simple harmonic motion, it should have a 4 stage, that is 1, 2, 3 and 4. Once it will complete these all 4 stages or 4 parts, then it completely say that it is a one oscillation. It is one oscillation. It is called as a, or it is said to be as a one oscillation. So time required to complete one oscillation is called as a time period. What is that? Time required to complete the one oscillation, or else time required to complete the to and fro motion by the particle here, that is time period. And it is not only one time, it's going to be repetitive. In one more statement also we can say that time period is a one of a particle repetitive to come back to its original position. So again and again it is coming back. So it is not, it is come here, so again it will move, again it will move, so again, so repeatedly to come back again and again to its original position. So that is called as a time period, and that to fixed time it is. After a fixed time it is, that is called as the time period it is. So let us go ahead with this time period. This equation t is equal to 2 pi by omega, right? So as you go ahead with the angular frequency also, omega is equal to what it is? 2 pi f, where f is equal to what? 1 by t, right? So omega is equal to 2 pi by t. If you go ahead with the time period, 2 pi by omega. But simple harmonic motion is not a circular motion. What is this? This is angular frequency. But the things is, angular frequency will explain in the simple harmonic motion in the next classes here. Until then, we have to remember this part. If you go ahead with the angular frequency also, you can get the time period. And what we are doing here, we know that very well. The particle which is executing simple harmonic motion is completely not a circular motion. It behaves like a periodic motion or a circular motion, but it will not show the complete uniform motion. It is to and fro motion. It is. So we have to derive this t is equal to 2 pi by omega here. So with the help of this, as we know, velocity, acceleration, everything, we'll go ahead. T will call it as a total time period taken by the particle to complete one oscillation, and to and fro motion it is. So time period it is, right? So I will call it as x1 and x2 are the two displacement of a particle. Two displacement of a particle. So I will explain this. Okay. So what is this? I will call, if a particle is moving from here to here, I will call this is x1. Because particle is moving from here to here. So x is equal to 0 to x is equal to z, it is moving. right? So how much time it will take? I will call it as this is a t1, or else let me take it as a t it is. So once it is shown here this path, it will try to come here, but it is a displacement. Don't think this is a time period. This is not a time period, this is a displacement, right? So here only I will draw. So this is a time period, and the displacement you have to understand the this formula, right? So time is there here, I mean extreme position it is, negative extreme position, positive extreme position, right? So once it is moving here, I will call this is a t, first phase it is, right? This is first phase and this is a second phase, right? This is a displacement, I'll call it as 1 is equal to 2 it is, equal displacement, because amplitude is same, positive amplitude. Again it will not reach here only or stay here only, it will move towards in this direction, that is of phase 3. Again it will reach to another phase. So this from here to here, this is one oscillation. So I will call that this is a displacement 1. Displacement 2 is what here? Here to here it is. That means if you consider this mean position to the first extreme position t means the another displacement. So from extreme to extreme, next origin. So it will take a time t plus t it is. What is t? T is from here to here it is. This is complete t it is. What is this? This is the complete time period. What is this portion? This portion is only t. So for this displacement I am taking x1 it is. For the second displacement I am taking it as what? X2. To complete this journey, see, look at here, to complete this journey, t plus t it is. That is what here? X2 is equal to t plus t. So you should remember this. Well, it is helpful in solving this equation, right? Now, what will be the next form? As I said, displacement should be equal. Here in this part, you have to remember one more important point is, in the time period of particle of the while executing simple harmonic motion, displacement of a particle and its velocity should be equal, or it should be equal in the sense both should be same. As particle is moving means acceleration should decrease. And what will be the acceleration at the point mean position? Velocity of the mean position of a particle, how much it is, once it is coming back, its velocity should be same. Again, when it is moving from here to here, its velocity should be same. Similarly, the displacement from here to here, it is the same, means here to here it is also same. Displacement and velocity at the particular instant time should be same it is. Then only we can say that the particle executed one oscillation or completed one oscillation in a fixed time it is, or a fixed time period it is, right? So I will say that displacement x1 is equal to x2 here. So x we know, what is that? A sine omega t plus phi it is, right? So I will write it here, A sine omega t plus phi. This is for first displacement at the time period t. So omega t only. Now is equal to x2, A sine omega, in place of t, look at here, t plus t it is. So I'm going to write it here, t plus t of phi it is, right? So concentrate, this is very important discussion here, that is of, if I both the sides sine are there, right? So we'll directly go ahead with the omega t plus phi is equal to omega t plus omega capital T plus of phi. If you cancel, what you will get here? Omega t is equal to 0. Look at this expression. This is very important. So omega t equal to 0. So I think in camera it is not catching. So let me go ahead here. So that is omega t is equal to 0 it is showing. That indicates what here? body comes to its, what is that, body comes to its position after completing one oscillation, t is equal to 0. Means body did not done the displacement only. That is the meaning here. So what does it mean here? Body didn't do any displacement, but we know that particle is executing the displacement either the positive extreme position or the negative extreme position it is. How we can say that? Time period t is equal to 0. So this statement is meaningless. What does it mean? This tells that body does not do any displacement. Where it is the original position, after certain intervals, it will be same there only. So it does not carries any meaning. Now what to do? Now what we have to do? Displacement fails here. We are not recognizing displacement is equal. Then we'll take the help of velocity of the particle. So what we have to do here? We have to cross check the velocity. So omega t plus phi. So directly I have written, maybe I have biated. No, it is not like that. You can also frame. Just to concentrate here. X is there here. Differentiation of this. So go ahead. Dx by dt, d by dt of a sine omega t plus phi it is. So what you are getting? V is equal to a, I will take it outside, d by dt of sine omega t plus phi. So what you are getting? D by dt of sine will be cos it is. This will plays the role of theta. So d by dt of sine is cos theta, right? So cos omega t plus phi it is. Differentiation of this again, because this is variable, omega t is there. So d by d theta of omega t, will get it as a omega here. So what is that finally? A omega cos omega t plus phi it is. So this is the velocity of the particle. You can, by seeing this also, you can remember, or you can frame. No problem in that, right? So let us go ahead with the velocity part of it. Whether the velocity will be same for both the extreme position or not, we'll cross check here, right? Let v1 be the first, let v1 be the velocity of first part it is. Velocity of a first particle it is. Velocity of a first particle. Let v2 be the second velocity of, second part of the velocity of second part. So second particle it is, right? Now it tells that as in case x1 is equal to x2 in the displacement form, here also v1 is equal to v2 it is, right? So we know this displacement, this tells here omega t is equal to 0. So we'll cross check with the velocity here. v1 is equal to v2 here. Again, v1 is what? A omega cos omega t plus phi it is for the v1. v2 will be again t. v2 t will be t plus t it is. v1 is what here? Sorry. v1 is what here for the t. Now a omega cos, in place of t I'm going to write it here, this part. So y means, look at here. So this position, extreme position, this extreme position, here it is coming t. So we call it as v1, x1, no, during the part of displacement, here it is v1. So once it is coming to the t2 here, it carries what here? v2 here, it carries t plus t it is. Complete journey. So t plus t. Right? Understood? Now I will write it here, omega t plus t of phi. Right? Now cos is there same here. I will go ahead with the omega t plus phi, that is of cos, cos is removed, no, here. We have taken common. Omega t plus phi it is. Yes. After this, allied angles plays the very important role here. So allied angles forms the very important role. So omega t plus phi, omega t plus omega capital T plus phi it is, right? Now next comes here very important part, that is of allied angles 180, 270 and 360 here. We know this is pi by 2, this is a pi, this is 3 pi by 2, this is of 2 pi. Now in this all four quadrants, all are positive here. Here sine will be positive, here tan is positive, here cos is positive. Velocity we have a cos. That means at fourth quadrant positive is there, at the first quadrant positive is there. If you consider the particle here, so it is doing the journey here like this. So as we move here, this part extreme, this part extreme. So particle moving from here to here it is, right? So from here to here it is. It's not completing of circulation of motion here. See, from here to here it is to and fro motion. This you have to remember. That means this completes. See, from here to here it is half a journey. Pi it is, right? Again from here to here, this is pi. So totally 2 pi it is. Journey is 2 pi. In that 2 pi, cos in which quadrant it is positive? Fourth quadrant. And in this part, first quadrant cos is also positive. So look at here. Cos omega t plus phi and cos omega t plus phi. So this I will call it as alpha. This I will call it as a theta here. That means I will call it as a cos theta should be equal to cos alpha. Are you clear? Getting the point? So how much time it will take to cover this portion should be equal to the time period it is covered. I mean the journey, displacement, velocity should be same while it is moving from here to here. Means it is a repetitive to again and again to the original position. That's it. So this should be equal to this part it is. Clear? Now when theta is equal to alpha, there are two conditions. What are these? Cos theta is equal to cos alpha here. First condition what? Theta should be equal to alpha. But displacement fails here. So this is fails. They are not equal because in this case x1 is equal to x2 shows that time period itself is a 0. So in that part time period itself is a 0 here. That means in case of velocity this is also 0 only, obviously. So for that reason we are taking the allied angles help here. For the second condition what it is? Theta should be equal. Look at here. Theta should be equal to, in which quadrant cos is positive? 2 pi minus alpha. If the alpha is there in this quadrant, then theta is going to be equal to what it is? 2 pi alpha. See, look at here, this is 2 pi, right? So this is of alpha part it is. Theta must be equal to 2 pi minus alpha. So here in this case we will discuss in the next. After this we will discuss with the displacement, right? So again one more part. Why in one more part here? In first quadrant all are positive, no? So even though cos is also positive there. So what we'll get? It may continue the next journey here. That means 2 pi plus alpha. 2 pi plus alpha here. So here it is a 2 pi minus alpha, right? Here it is 2 pi plus alpha here. So 2 pi plus alpha, right? So this should be equal. Now we'll cross check with the displacement. Again we'll go back and we'll check with the allied angle implement on the displacement. So let us go ahead with the displacement. So velocity we got the 3 chances. It is equal to the alpha, 2 pi minus alpha and 2 pi plus alpha, right? Now displacement x1 is equal to x2 by implementing the allied angles here. What is that? A sine omega t plus phi is equal to A sine omega t plus capital T plus of phi, right? So here it is sine omega t plus phi, that is of sine omega t plus phi it is. So this portion I will call it as theta. This portion I will call it as a alpha here. That means sine theta should be equal to what it is? Sine alpha. In which condition? Right? In which condition? So let us go ahead here. Go ahead with again same allied angles only. So here it is 0, 90, 180, 270, 360 degree here, right? So again this is a 2 pi, this is pi by 2, this is a pi here, this is a 3 pi by 2 it is, right? Again all are positive, sine is positive, tan is positive, cos is positive, the remaining all are negative there, right? So look at this, displacement is a sine form is there. Where is sine is positive? First quadrant and the second quadrant. Now the particle takes the journey from here to here. I said x1 and x2 it is, right? For this part, look at here, 0 to 180. That means it is between pi here. So what are the conditions? Theta should be equal to alpha. This is fails. So second one, what is here? Theta means alpha minus theta here. This should be here. Alpha must be in the second quadrant or the first quadrant. Alpha must be in a second quadrant or the first quadrant. That indicates what here? Theta should be equal to pi minus alpha, right? Again it will not stop here. It will come to this position. Again it will go to the journey here. So this portion means what? Here 2 pi. This portion means what here? That is of 2 pi here. So again this in first quadrant only it is possible because sign is positive there. So that indicates what here? Theta is equal to again 2 pi plus alpha. Look at here, 2 pi plus alpha. If it is struck here, negative. Sign is negative in the third quadrant or in the fourth quadrant. It has to come. So it will come. So that means 2 pi plus alpha here. So look at the displacement and velocity form here. In the velocity form, theta is 2 pi plus alpha also got. In displacement also theta is equal to 2 pi plus alpha, we got it here. That means time period is going to be same at a 2 pi plus alpha when it is executing. So this, it's not catching the camera here, so I will write it here. So third condition, theta is equal to 2 pi plus alpha. So this and this are matches here. This is a displacement, this is a velocity. What is the condition? For the time period of the particle executing simple harmonic motion, x and velocity means displacement and velocity should be same. It is should be same. So here that means particle is showing the displacement here means both the displacement are same. Very good it is. But velocity is not same. And this is not time period. So time period means what? Completion of this. So as the displacement is the same here, as the displacement is same here, then velocity should be same. Then it is said to be as a particle is executing simple harmonic motion it is, right? So what is the final conclusion here? Any one you can take it as a part of it. I will take it phi is equal to 2 pi here. That means we got it here 2 pi on both the side, this part and this part. This is for velocity, this is for the displacement. Now you can go ahead with the A sine omega t plus phi is equal to A sine omega t plus t plus phi, right? So that means what here? A will get cancelled, right? So remains with the omega t plus phi means what? 2 pi I have taken. So 2 pi of phi. So one more phi. No, this is double of it. It is, this part is double. This part is a double. This is smaller, right? Smaller in the sense means it has to take to complete the period. That's why it is a double. So omega t plus omega capital T plus phi. So phi will cancels, omega t will cancels, remains with the 2 pi is equal to omega t. So t is equal to 2 pi by omega. So this is the expression what we have to understand, that is a time period here. So this is the time period of the particle executing the simple harmonic motion. So as we move here, so look at here, t is equal to 2 pi omega here, 2 pi by omega. One thing you have to understand here, sine alpha means what here? This part, displacement part, and the sine theta and sine alpha is what? Displacement part. And here cos alpha and cos theta is a velocity form. Sine theta and cos theta is equal. So sine theta to sine alpha, cos theta is equal to cos alpha only in case of 360 degree. That means 2 pi it is. So 2 pi plus alpha, 2 pi plus alpha in both the cases. The cases in the sense what? Displacement and the velocity. So we are taking phi is equal to 2 pi here. Don't get confused. Wherever you will get confusion, so pause it and just cross check the detailed step of the derivations, and you will get the conclusion here. So that is the last very important part. That is, so as we know here, F is equal to m into A, where A is equal to F by m, right? In simple harmonic motion, what is that? Force is equal to minus k raised to x, minus k x raised to 1 it is, right? Then substitute here, A is equal to what? Minus k by m of x it is. So this part what we have called here, k by m is equal to what? Omega square. So A is equal to omega square minus x here. So omega square is equal to what here? A by x. So omega is equal to what? Root of A by x it is. So we got the omega value here. So that is what we will substitute in the time period. Just now we have calculated 2 pi by omega. So t is what here? Time period of a particle executing simple harmonic motion. Omega is what? Root of A by x it is. So root of A by x. So once you go ahead with this part, so you can just rearrange also 2 pi by here also we can write root of x by A. So this is the complete time period of the particle executing the simple harmonic motion.